Hey guys, this is the Psycho Surgeon. I'm here to review the Avengers.
Like scary movies.
Uh-huh.
Chocolate. That's it via the gastric system.
Uh, Today, once again, I have my good friend, WHATPISSESMEOFF710.
Yo.
Yeah, anyway, this film is, what's it about?
Um, it's pretty much about, well, I forgot the name of the fucking thing that they're all trying to, get back from Loki. What was the name of it?
Um, I...
I really can't remember. I really can't remember the exact name of it. It was like a
Yeah.
big square. It was glowy and shit, and everybody was trying to get it. It belonged to Thor and Loki, like his home planet. I just can't remember the name of the fucking thing.
Yeah, it was like a solar energy source or some shit like that, or whatever they said in the movie.
Yeah, and it was like this thing that can create weapons or whatever. And Loki stole it, and he used it to become like he used it to open a portal and bring all his army and fucking try to destroy the world and shit.
Yeah, it wasn't exactly Loki's army, but it was like, but it was someone else's army, like someone else from outer space. I don't know who the guy was, but they did show him in the movie. Yeah.
I definitely really enjoyed this movie. I'd say it's one of the best Marvel films, probably one of the greatest superhero films ever made. It is a fucking classic, and it's only been out for a couple of, I mean, it's only been out over here for like a couple of days, but I don't know how long you had it. You get it like a week early from America, like for everybody. So
Yeah, we actually did get it on the 25th, and now it's like the 28th or 29th now. Yeah, and I got to see this film in 3D, and this film is just sick. It is amazing. I really did enjoy it. And the 3D effects were really good. I mean, it seemed, it really looked like that shit was coming at you.
So yeah, the 3D was worth it.
Yeah, it was worth it.
Yeah, the theater that I went to was completely sold out. I went to advanced screening in fucking New York at Lowe's. The Lowe's Theater was 42nd Street. It was amazing. It fucking, just not in 3D in my opinion. Like the surround sound around you was just fucking amazing. You know what I mean? It just felt like it just felt really cool. Like it was like an experience, like a fucking event or something. It was really fun. But I think I'm just gonna go see it again in 3D. I thought it was fucking awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, this film did really have good action, and, Iron Man in this, Tony Stark, he was a bit of a douche in this movie.
Like, I don't know, like at first I hated his character. Like I wasn't a huge fan of him. Like not that much. I don't know. I didn't really like the movies too much either. But this movie really made me a fan of Iron Man. Like I really loved him after this movie.
Yeah, well, I like Iron Man. I've liked him for...
Oh, let's just get this right off the bat. There's gonna be spoilers in this review. because
Yeah,
I want to be able to talk about this movie. So yeah, we thought it was great. You loved it, right?
yeah, I really did love it. It's a great film. Definitely was worth it, especially in 3D because the 3D was sick, like I said.
Just check out, the
Yeah, look,
we'll check out the movie. You know what I mean? I thought it was great, but now we're gonna talk
yeah, yeah,
spoilers.
we are gonna talk about spoilers, so if you do not want to be spoiled before seeing this film, I suggest you leave this review now.
So yeah, I thought it was fucking hilarious when fucking Hulk punched the shit out of Thor when after
Yeah,
like the
yeah,
battle was over.
yeah, it's like he's like, no, at first Loki is like, you know, he, Hulk comes, he smashes Loki once, and then Loki said, I'm a god and won't be bullied by a monster and blah blah blah, and then Hulk smashes the shit out of him and says, puny god. Oh yeah, and then came the shit with Thor. Thor just flies out of nowhere and just for fun, Hulk punches him.
That was hilarious.
Yeah, that was. Um,
I really thought the action was amazing, and it wasn't just crappy action like in Michael Bay's film, like just Michael Bay's films and Transformers where it's just explosions, 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 where it doesn't mean anything at all. You know what I mean?
yeah,
In this
yeah,
film, it actually means something, a part of the story. That's what's so good about it.
yeah, it does.
And the acting is fucking amazing.
It is. I mean, I liked the acting of every single one of the Avengers. I mean, they were just spot on with their acting. I really did enjoy, Captain America. He was, I did like his character in this film.
Yeah, Captain America, the First Avenger, the film that came out, I think, last year or the year before, I don't remember. But, yeah, that film, that really made me like the character. I wouldn't say it was a perfect movie, but this film, he really, really just really shines in this movie. He's really, really just a really great character.
Yeah, yeah, it explained how he had been, you know, frozen for a few years or something like that, and then he basically just woke up again.
That's also what's great about this movie. You don't have to watch those other films, Incredible Hulk, Thor, Avenger, Captain America, Iron Man 1 and 2. You don't have to watch those movies to actually go into this, still enjoying this movie and getting to know the plot because, you know what
Yeah,
I mean?
yeah.
It introduces the characters again in this film.
Okay, the only Avengers lead up films that I have seen are Iron Man and Iron Man 2 and The Incredible Hulk.
Yeah, The Incredible Hulk is my personal favorite out of those films.
Yeah, well, me too. I mean, okay, so I know that the reason that Edward Norton wasn't in this was because he had some sort of dispute with Marvel.
Yeah.
Yeah, he like, yeah,
Let
he
me
just
just say
refused.
this right now. Mark Ruffalo is amazing as Hulk. Like, as Bruce Banner, he's so fucking emotional. He's
Yeah,
so likable as this character. He really fucking nailed it, alright? Edward Norton was great, but Mark Ruffalo is better, in my opinion.
yeah. In my opinion, he is better too. I mean, Edward Norton did, he did do well in The Incredible Hulk. He did nail the character with that
Oh,
film,
yeah, he did.
but in the Avengers, Mark Ruffalo is much better. He did really nail Bruce Banner, and it seemed at first he had the, controlling the the green guy down, but nah. Later on, he ended up raging because of an explosion on the ship or something,
I love how
or
this
was
film explains how he is able to control it. Like I
yeah,
thought that was great because he's always angry. So he could just, transform at any time.
Exactly, you could.
And it was
And
fucking badass. Like, when he fucking would just break shit and just fucking go insane, it was crazy. And he looked really,
yeah,
really good in the film. I thought an Incredible Hulk, he looked great. I really do. I'm really eating my words. I really, really loved how he was just badass. On that fucking screen, it looked insane.
yeah, it did. I actually think that Mark Ruffalo's Hulk actually looked better than Edward Norton's one.
Yeah, even you said at one point that you thought fucking, at first, when you first saw the trailer anyway, that you liked Incredible Hulk's Hulk better than how this one looks, and I was the same way, so after seeing this film, it really changed my opinion.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, while I was watching the Incredible Hulk, I just I was thinking, oh yeah, he he does look amazing in this. Edward Norton's Hulk is definitely great, much better than Eric Banner's Hulk,
Oh
and
yeah,
which yeah,
see,
which it
see
was.
that movie, like, I don't know, a lot of people shit on that movie, you know what I mean? A lot of people say it's not good, but in my opinion, it's not terrible. It just takes a long time to pick up. It's
Yeah.
boring at first, but once it gets into it, it's pretty entertaining.
Mm,
I mean, yeah, the Hulk doesn't look the greatest,
yeah.
but at the time, the CGI wasn't perfect.
Mm,
Now
and
it's perfect, you know what I mean? That's why it looks so good.
exactly. You know, and another thing I liked about this film is all the Marvel characters were in this film. Well, all of them except for the Punisher.
Yes, Spider-Man and I think Punisher wouldn't be in this film. That's Sony, I think. I don't know about Punisher, but I know
Yeah,
for a fact that Spider-Man's owned by Sony, so he wouldn't be in this movie.
exactly. Yeah, the Punisher. Yeah, he wouldn't be in this movie either. Cause I mean, all he'd probably go around doing is shooting shit.
Well, Black Canary,